highest Adish pushes Slaz to the side, spilling soup all over the floor, and stares at him with derision. Slaz seems to quickly gather up all that he can and move away with the pot as quickly as he possibly can. And he stares at each of you.
Rusty sadly smiles at him and nods.
I try to stare back, but I don't actually know where he is.
You don't know where you know roughly where his voice is coming from? So
Rusty whispers to him what just happened. He's going to be standing next to you, just telling you what's happening, actually.
That's a good idea.
Well, it is good to see that each of you has come to, though that one can remain unconscious for the time being. We have a fun show in store for you with her.
Hilarious.
Oh, quite. Almost as hilarious as what'll happen to each one of you. You, dear paladin. Oh, you're going to sing such sweet songs for me. While the attack may have gone well, we need to learn far more about movements going on. You other two, well, maybe an afterthought would be too much praise. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. We'll make good use out of each of you. So, who feels like going first?
Rusty points at the woman sleeping.
Alright. He looks over each of you, but then his ears perk up for a second. He looks around in confusion very quickly. Perhaps at a later time. I'm sure we can leave you here to stew for a while, can't we? You see his ears twitch briefly once more. Anyone who wants to can give me a perception check.
Is this based off vision?
This is based off of hearing.
Ah.
A good roll.
Wow.
I can't
You.
see, but I can hear.
Yeah, Sigvard. Your eyes are unable to see anything here. Your sense of hearing is increased. And you can hear something in the distance. Not just the slamming of the portcullis nearby as someone is running close to you, but no, beyond that. You hear a distant cry of pain and something else, something inhuman. A messenger rushes over to the important-looking goblin.
He's turned away now, right?
He's looking at each of you, but clearly his focus is somewhere else. But yes, you can go ahead and do something if you'd like.
Rusty tries to just search around a little bit through his pockets if he can. His arms aren't very long, so actually I don't think he'd be able to do that, yeah.
If you want to try and rob this man, you can give me a sleight of hand check, but I can tell you, it will not be easy. But you have an opportunity while he is momentarily distracted. He spots you reaching out towards his pockets, pulls out his blade, and slashes it towards your outstretched fingers. Can you give me a reflex saving throw? Alrighty. You manage to pull your hand back just in the last second as the blade whizzes through the air.
I'm sorry, my lord. I was just admiring your beautiful vestments.
Trash like you doesn't get to touch such finery. Now.
Yes, my lord.
He turns to face the hobgoblin that has come towards him, carrying some kind of paper. He looks over at him as the important one holds it out and reads through it.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna whisper to my compatriots, "There's something going on top. I don't know what, but it doesn't sound very good."
Yeah, while he's on that to us, I'm gonna... Does the sleeping woman have anything on her?
Rags? Do rags count?
Nope.
Then no.
Okay.
She is also completely stripped bare of anything other than some small amounts of clothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Ugh.
The important-looking man turns around to face you once more.
You've got guests. We can come back later.
It would seem that I'm going to be preoccupied for the time being, but worry not. I will be sure to visit you soon.
Feel free to take your time, my lord. Making sure to add the my lord at the end.
Yes.
There a pause.
He and the other one walk away, and he seems to indicate towards some of the others. You lot, make sure you guard this entrance. They follow behind. A lot of them. You hear the portcullis slamming open and closed once more. They seem to disappear. You recognize... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first.
You know you can hear the sounds of chain moving. And you begin to hear in your mind the sound of an oublie. That's definitely how they're managing to get in and out of this place. Some kind of elevator operated by chains.
Well, after seeing them leave, Rusty immediately starts searching for the lock. Well, where's the door? Is this the door? Like around here?
The door itself is just over in the center here.
Okay. He starts to look at the lock mechanism, not touching it, not trying to make any sound, but starts to examine it. See if there's anything.
Just lets the people leave. How many of them left?
It seemed like the messenger and 2 of the guards left. There's still at least another 3 here, as one of them opens up a portcullis and walks behind to take where the other one's previous spot was.
He's just searching the whole area.
Yeah. Okay. So, Sigmar, were you saying something?
I was just asking how many...
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought there might be something after that.
See.
No, for the time being, it seems like the one that was removed over here has had his place taken on the upper. But the one off by the table is gone now. And you've been spared whatever was going to occur to you here. Whatever fate that may have fallen upon the man in the chair just below you. You hear Slaz with his pot of soup sloshing about. And he begins to make his exit after feeding the various people in the cells just below you.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, sorry. Slaz seems like he's finished feeding the people just below you and has continued onwards. You're left in the darkness once more, with nothing but hobgoblins watching over you cautiously.
They're watching us closely.
It's more like they're watching the area cautiously. You can tell that there's some kind of tension in the air.
Unless disturbed, Cadrell's going to take the next hour to prepare his spells.
Alrighty. How long does it take to prepare individual spells, by chance?
I think it's just an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. It's like that's like the maximum time it can take, regardless. But I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think. What's that?
I think it's 15 minutes, but I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a wizard.
That's a wizard thing. So I think it's actually just like the flat hour.
Yeah, I'm not sure if all prepared casters have that.
Yeah, I don't think they do. But any spells you default prepare on your day will be prepared.
They're already prepared?
They're already prepared. So, but if you wanted to be changing any of them, it would be different.
No. I just wanted to. I figured I wouldn't have, being unconscious and all, I wouldn't have prepared anything.
You were in wakeful periods amid your transport, and you have only just been forced to arrive here, waking up in this darkness.
Cool. Alright, well then I won't do that.
All good. Alrighty. Sigvart, can you give me a perception check again?
Okay.
You hear that same sound once more, but now it's a chorus. It echoes countless times. It's still distant, but
It's not like a war or anything, right?
no, you've heard wargs before. They can mimic human speech. This doesn't sound human in any way, shape, or form. Something else.
Rusty is spending some time trying to wake this woman up.
Where does the sound like it's coming from?
Sigvart, you can tell it's definitely coming from up top.
Yeah, it's coming from the surface.
And you guys do recognize that you are underground quite clearly. This is some kind of underground prison.
Wake up, lady. Wake up.
With continued prodding and shaking, eventually, the woman does wake up. She
wakes up to Rusty's feet on his face and sees jumping up and down.
She looks very dazed and grabs onto her forehead. Oh my. Oh, please stop. As she's just jumping up and down on her, she's waking up and just trying to shake you off.
Rusty gets down.
Oh, goodness. Oh, where am I? What's going on here? And she looks around at
You
each
could
of
tell
you,
us.
seemingly recognizing where each of you are.
Who are you?
Oh,
My name's Rusty. It's a really good name.
I would say so. My name is Tahani. I'm the court mage in Darkesser, but from Kibuluk, obviously.
From where?
Kibuluk.
The Mage Nation, right?
Yes.
One of the two.
Did you say what her name was?
Tahani. And I'll just, where is it? Alrighty. Congratulations. You get your first hand up, people.
Ooh.
Yay!
Nice.
Alright, she's no longer in the slumbering position though, so just ignore that side of it. Oh.
I don't know about magic, but I know a few people who've done a bunch of things with them. Do you have any way to help us get out of here or just do anything?
Oh, I suppose I could have some kind of limited use, but oh dear. I have no reagents with me, and I cannot function without them. Well, maybe some things, but limited otherwise. I'm surprised I'm alive, honestly.
Do I know much about the court mages?
Give me a knowledge local or knowledge geography check.
I have neither of those.
Alrighty, DC 10 can accommodate. That's a DC 10 to me.
There you go.
So, within Darkessu, you know that most people rely upon divine magic and that of paladins, that of faith. However, they do loan, effectively, mages from Kibuluk, who donate their expertise in the arcane out to various nations throughout the world. If this one is one of them, you know that she's some kind of skilled mage that's been able to take employment within your nation. Court mages aren't exactly common. There's normally only a few per major city. Well, honestly, I was expecting, well, execution. That is certainly the most common thing for practitioners of magic around here. So I suppose it's possible they didn't even notice.
It's a really creepy hobgoblin guy. He's doing seems to be worse than execution. And he, what's the name? Sorry, what's his title?
Hamatula.
Yeah, there's this weird Hamatula guy. Yeah, he's doing seems to be worse than death. From just his creepiness.
I'm not surprised. The Hamatula are high-ranked individuals. Well, not the highest, of course, but they number quite low in the Empire, all things considered. I suppose he must be in charge of this section of the prison. I'm not too sure how well versed you are with all of their structure and whatnot, but he would command at least 100 men himself. Do you know where we are by chance? Other than, well, obviously some kind of prison.
Underground. That's about all I've got.
Yeah, well, that is helpful to know in a sense, so thank you.
Somewhere that has a good sewer system. What we've been told. There are monsters down there, but that seems to be the only downside.
Oh, yes, I've heard about people taking on that kind of experiment. It's a bit questionable, to say the least, but there is sewer monsters, effectively, that eat refuse. In theory, they can survive entirely off of it, and it would be an effective way of clearing your sewers of any kind of waste. So long as they don't breed out of control, of course. But, well, I don't suppose many people have tried that. Interesting to hear the hobgoblins have. I should stop being halfway to flattery. My apologies.
Step one is opening this door. He tugs on the bars, but because he doesn't actually know where the door is, it's just like a section of the bars.
Yeah.
Rusty guides his hands to where the door is.
Yeah.
Do the bars feel rusted at all?
No, these feel like strong bits of metal. This feels reinforced. Like, this isn't something that you would normally use to hold any regular prisoner. Maybe it's flattering to hear, but it seems like they have taken extra precautions against each of you. And the lock itself, Rusty, you can tell this is something of fine quality. This is well designed.
Rusty just starts playing with it, see if he could do anything to it, I guess. Just trying to examine it.
Alrighty. Was someone else speaking as well?
As he can.
If not, we're all good. You can give me a disable device check or perception check to identify... Sorry. Disable device or knowledge engineering to identify how well constructed you think this lock might be. You run your paws over it and start trying to play with the little bits of locking mechanisms that you can. But you're really quite uncertain how effective this is. It's no simple lock. You can tell that much, but how complex it is, you cannot tell. Alright.
How large is the lock? Can my tiny hands fit in there?
Oh, your tiny hands you can fit one hand in there. But the way it's designed, you're unsure if you'll be able to get it undone without any proper tools. As you're examining it, can everyone give me a perception check?
Two already.
Sigvard's got perception checks on lock.
He's been listening out the whole time. He's heard it.
When you're blind, all your senses.
Exactly. Rusty, you're busy examining the lock. And Kudra, you think you hear something at a distance. But Sigvard, you can tell it's getting closer. Whatever that sound is, it's some kind of baying howl. And it's approaching.
Would I recognize it in any way?
Roll me a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
You think somewhere in your head you've heard something like this before. You're not certain. But maybe.
Whatever's going on up there is getting closer. Can't quite put my finger on it. I think I've heard it before.
The sewer grate, is that, like, fastened down?
It is definitely well secured. If you had something, you might be able to break it or beat it in. But for the time being, it's too small for you to squeeze through yourself and too tightly fastened to simply break apart with your bare fists.
Gotcha.
Rusty got frustrated after playing with it for a while, so walks away from the lock, rolls into a ball, his tail wrapping around it, starts to rest.
Alrighty. Tahani seems to sit against the wall, a bit confused about what's going on, but seemingly contemplating whatever is happening. But then you think you hear something in the distance. Screams. Not of torture. Not what you've faintly been hearing this entire time. No, this is terror of hobgoblins. You can tell by the language.
Oh, the hobgoblins are terrified?
The hobgoblins are fearful of something. The screams of pain, screams of horror and torture in turn. You hear stamping. The sounds of battle. As something is coming towards you.
Cadrell would like to intimidate.
Who are you intimidating?
The guards that are standing around. He's just gonna be like, you hear that? Do you hear what's coming for you?
Rusty is trying to motion for them, you guys do your job.
Rusty, would you like to give me a diplomacy opposed by Cudrell's intimidate? Inspire them to work versus inspiring them to fear. Alright, you give them a thumbs up, tell them that they're doing a good job. You got this, guys.
You can do it.
Cudgel, you stare one of them dead in the eye and just... They know something is coming. Something terrible.
Come on, man.
You're gonna need our help.
This is swiftly confirmed as the hobgoblin behind the portcullis over in the corner here gets his back impaled by something. He begins being dragged away, screaming in terror and horrible pain. The other ones turn about, looking out to see whatever is there.
Let us out. You're gonna need our help.
They look back to you, confused and unsure about what is going on. You see Slaz running back towards you, banging on the portcullis. Oh, please, let me in! No! You got... They're coming! They're the beasts! Strange things! The hobgoblin looks over at the other one just around the corner. Opens up the portcullis. And Slaz, he's stabbed in the back by something. Some kind of horrible dog cross porcupine creature of great size. He stumbles forward. You can see the soup cauldron in hand. The ones before him draw out their weapons and move forward, ready to face this creature. But swiftly, they perish. They swing clubs at it. Clubs, whips, whatever they could use to tame slaves seem failures as weapons against whatever this is. It rips their throats, guts out. Their weapons get it too close to the spikes covering this creature, and they are laced with whatever it is, swiftly falling and perishing themselves. The creature looks wounded, but only barely. It stares at each of you as it triumphantly walks into the room. It stares on with something between a smile and a terrible predatory hunger. It opens its mouth and unleashes some kind of strange, horrific sound that Sigvard you recognize as all too familiar now. And it approaches. Closer
What are they?
and closer.
Rusty's in the corner at this point.
The
Trying to get as
woman
far away as he can.
that was standing on the hay bale rushes forward, chanting something in an unknown language, reaches through the bars, and strikes the creature straight across its skull. It flies forward, striking the wall and perishing.
I take it you fought these creatures before.
She pulls back her hand that punched it in the face. Oh, goodness no. I just really hoped that would work. Oh. She's pulls her hand back through the bars and you can see it has a giant quill embedded in it. Oh dear.
Oh,
Are any of you trained in surgery by chance?
I can do.
I'm pretty good at stitching people up.
I will take that, please.
He takes some rags off his own clothes, just a little bit off a leg, and tries to patch it up. Well, does he know if it would be better not to pull it out right now or to do it now? What does he think?
Looking over at it, you know that pulling this out will probably cause pain, but if you're good enough at surgery, as it were, you should be able to remove without any further complication. You should be fine to remove it.
Slaz, is he dead over there? Unconscious?
That creature looks like it's bleeding out. It looks like it barely died. Slaz,
No,
on the other
Slaz.
hand... Oh, sorry. Yeah, Slaz looks like he's clinging to life.
Hey, Slaz,
Oh,
would you be able to grab the keys? Toss them to us?
yeah, don't tell anyone about this, okay? Oh,
Don't tell anyone that you survived while all of the other higher warriors died.
no. This might not be the first, but it might be the last. Slaz has clearly suffered some kind of deadly wound. He pulls himself over to the hobgoblin on the other side. They tried to fight off this creature, but failed miserably. He takes a set of keys, drags himself over to the door. He tosses them in towards you. Barely able to move any further.
Rusty sits down before taking the keys and asks him, "You have any regrets?"
Oh, maybe a couple. I wish I could have helped a few more. The ones in the cells on their own. They still got spirit in them. Just remember that. Save the ones that I won't be able to, okay? And if you need some soup, I got some more back in the mess hall.
Where's our stuff?
I don't know. If you got lucky, then it might be somewhere nearby, but most hobgoblins repurpose any weapons, arms, armor of war for themselves. You might be able to find something around here, but I don't know where your things could possibly be.
While he's talking, Rusty is preparing to pull out the quill and close. Put pressure around it. Yeah.
Alrighty. If you want to try and do something for Tahani, please give me a heal check. Also, almost forgot what she took. She did take damage from this.
There you go.
Alrighty. You managed to safely pull the quill out. And the bleed, you're able to wrap it up with rags, and the bleeding seems to hold temporarily. Oh my. Thank you for that. I hope that'll be enough, because I don't think I can perform enough one of those today.
Would you have done that on the bars?
I'm unsure if they would have broken them, but perhaps. Not something to do while we have so many guards around, at least.
Just wanted to know.
I have some other minor magical talents. Please, call upon them if you feel it necessary. I hope we will not need them to get out of here.
Alright.
Alright, sorry, saying something? Jacob?
I was just saying, everything out there is dead, right?
Everything around here is certainly dead. But I
A couple of
don't...
guys down here.
Oh, yes.
Rusty motions to the door. For Boudreaux.
I will unlock the door, whichever tile the door is.
Oh, it's just... I didn't include actual doors because it takes a lot of effort to try and get that to work properly. But yes,
Yeah.
you guys are able to unlock the door and get out relatively easily, all things considered. Slaz tells you that if there's anything of great value, magical interest, the Gelogon commander might have it over in her tent. She likes to perform strange experiments. And Rusty, you can give me a knowledge local check again if you'd like.
Oh.
Alrighty. You know that Galogons are the direct commanders of Hamatulas. If there's any of them, there's probably only a couple of them in this base entirely, and they are not foes to mess with. While Hamatulas can get to their position by exceedingly good leadership skills, Galagons are known for a mix of talent with either magic, blades, or leadership. They're as fearsome on and off the battlefield individually as they are with their soldiers.
One last thing before you take a quick rest. Are there more of these things?
They're all over the place. I saw them as I was about to finish up, all the way in the south, but they came out of everywhere. You gotta be careful. They don't know where the traps are, but you gotta be careful. Good luck, little Nupper. You can make it out of here. Then Slaz closes his eyes and ceases moving entirely.
I will unlock the other prisoners.
Alright. So,
Hey, let me detect evil first.
you detect evil. None of them radiate evil.
What about her?
No, she does not radiate evil either.
Wonderful.
Although, if you detect evil around the place, you can tell that thing radiates evil.
I would imagine.
Alright.
Rusty is searching the room. They're like over here.
So,
Stuff.
Most of what you can see is quite accurate around here. On this table over here, you see various torture implements, including bone saws, hot pokers, pliers, things that aren't really weapons of a sort, but could function if need be. Alright.
Rusty takes a bone saw and then hands it to Kudra, the paladin.
The bone saw.
You have a bone saw now.
Improvised bone saw. Wow.
Do hobgoblin guards have anything on them?
They do, and I'll get to that with you in just a second. So, Cudgel, you walk over to the first one. The man here seems intently focused upon the creature that died up in the top right over there. He has blue skin and swirling tattoos across him. He looks over at you curiously for a moment, but seems far more focused upon whatever that thing was over in the corner. You don't know why, but you feel like there's a gentle breeze in this section of the prison. And are you just going to straight up let him out? Or are you going to ask him anything first? Just curious.
What's that?
I was asking, are you going to speak to him first or just going to let him straight up out?
No, I'll just let him straight out.
Alright. He does a very dramatic bow and thanks you. Before quickly walking over to examine this creature. Obviously, none of these portraits actually have any of their equipment, etc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I ask Dahani if she can make any sort of light for our friend.
Yes, please. I was about to ask for torches.
We'll get to that in a second. Alright. Cudril, you look over at the next prisoner. This one seems to be a mix of a human and a bird. And you can see in her eyes a terrible fury. The wings behind her body seem limp, and a tight metal collar strangles around her neck. She has powerful legs that end in taloned feet, but fetters bind them together.
Before opening her cage, I would like to ask her if that fury that I sense is directed at her captors.
She looks like she's trying to speak, but all that comes out is a strangled gasp. But then she nods her head.
I will unlock the door and unlock her necklace.
There doesn't seem to be any lock that you can simply undo with the keys you've obtained thus far.
Oh.
Just kind of hobbles out, the fetters binding her and her neck still restrained. She leans against the wall just here for the time being. Alright. Tahani, can she... I actually have to check if she has the light cantrip.
She needed divine focus too.
It is a good question. I believe she can't. She does not have light as a spell known.
Damn, this is...
Once I find my my holy symbol, I'll be able to cast light.
I hope so.
I was thinking of asking, could we just make a quick cross real quick?
We'll break apart the torture tables to make a cross.
Actually,
Yeah,
it'd be easier
Jesus.
than that. It's a golden shield, so it'll
Ah.
just probably be like a shield icon.
Yeah. He doesn't either. Amazing. Sorry, just going through checking things. Alright. Cool. So, before we move on to the last person, the guards themselves do indeed have equipment on them. So, who feels like rolling me a d4?
Yes, I'll do it. D4.
Each of you can roll one, because we have 3 dead guards in the nearby area. Slaz has nothing on him except a pot full of soup. You are welcome to take the pot of soup.
I'll take a spoonful.
Improvised weapon.
Alright. Let's go through our list. Sigvart, on the hobgoblin that just fell right near the door.
Oh, real quick, if you don't mind me interrupting, can you create a handout that's publicly viewable and publicly editable, just as like a loot?
Oh yeah, sure. Just 1 second. Alrighty. There you go.
Yep. Alright, go ahead.
Cool. Alrighty. So, Sigvart, on the corpse that you're able to find, this one seems to have a whip with several tied knots. You find a cat o' nine tails.
Alright.
In addition, this guard has studded leather armor, a light wooden shield, and a pain wheel.
So I have here. Cat o' nine tails, studded leather,
Yep.
and then a shield.
A light wooden shield and a pain wheel.
A pain wheel?
A pain wheel.
I don't know what this is.
Good. It is a very strange item. It is not practical for combat, do not worry.
Oh, that thing? Oh.
You can... It is a... Oh, what's it described as? It's something you whirl above your head to scatter salt or something similar in it. It causes people to be sickened by the pain of their existing wounds.
I see.
You normally load it with some kind of powder if you want to use it for alternative purposes. Please note, this also affects you if you are in the area. It is a dumb item. But it's great for being a complete piece of shit to prisoners.
Alright.
Alrighty. Cudril.
Add those two.
Well, one of the thing that's found on your behalf. We repeat most of the same stuff, but in place of the cat o' nine tails, we find a sap. And in place of the pain wheel, you find a set of caltrops.
What was the first one?
A sap. So a trudgeon.
Oh, it's that.
Yes. And Ethan, you also find a Cat O' Nine Tails and, this time, a potion of stabilize. Which you don't technically know, but I'll give it to you anyway. Because it's a cantrip potion.
Times 2. So I get a Cat O' Nine Tails and potion of stabilizing.
Yep.
And what else? So.
Stud leather armor, and a light wooden shield.
Okay.
So is there effectively 3 studded leather and 3 light wood shield?
Yep. And light armor takes about a minute to put on, so you guys can do that pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take one of those studded leather.
Oh, good. Kodra.
Yep.
You approach the last cell. This one seems to be an orc man who's far more interested in you than whatever else is going on here. He looks to be covered in old scars, clearly some sort of warrior, but not a simple brute like much of orc kind. You can tell he carries himself with a sense of dignity, even in this prison of perils, tied to the wall as he is. Ah! Brother of the Crusade! How do you fare?
What was that word? What of the Crusade?
Brother of the Crusade.
Oh, brother. A little worse for wear. We're on our way out. You joining?
Oh, if you would free me, of course. I would be glad to aid you. A stroke of luck, or something more dire, I cannot tell. But we will endure.
Are orcs common in Darkestic?
No, you don't even need to roll for that one. You can give me a... Once again, relevant knowledge is local and geography.
Right. Alright.
You scratch your head, it's just like... When was there an orc in our crusade again? I don't even remember. They, live nearby, but normally they're just pieces of shit, so... Hard call there. He could just be lying to you. That's also a possibility.
Probably. I'll let him out anyway.
He steps out of the cell after you undo his bindings from behind him as well, I assume. He reaches around to you and pats you on the back. Thank you, brother. They will survive this day. Worry not.
Rusty hands this guy the studded leather armor.
Oh! Thank you, kind mouse man.
I'm not getting hit. You are.
Worry not. I will act as your shield.
And I will hide behind you.
If you are to be hiding behind me, might I ask your name? Kind small one.
I am the great and mighty Rusty.
A marvelous name for yourself. I am Flavio. Flavio Alphas.
Flavio.
Yes, the orc Flavio.
Wow.
Serenray.
Yes. Serenray / Hope's Redemption for this purpose. Which, there is a lot of similarities between those two gods.
And also, is not the infallible justice.
That is true. He is in fact the wrong religion. You should smite him.
No, he just hasn't seen the light yet. He can be redeemed.
Rusty starts to sneak around this area.
Alright, if you're going to start trying to sneak about, give me a stealth check.
Is there a light on that table?
There is! There is a lit candle on that table.
I am going to grab it.
Alrighty. You grab the candle.
I've disappeared.
You vanished from sight. Flavia was going to warn you about something, but you're gone.
Yeah.
I can fight.
Oh, there it goes. So when there's regular light around me, it doesn't have the semi-transparent.
Yeah, the weird bullshit. Alright, Rusty, you begin moving along. Everyone else seems to be a bit further back.
Yeah, I know. I'm going off by myself. Just
That's
a little
all
bit
good.
around this corner, just to look what's past here.
I'm just mapping out the area.
Oh, good. You begin to walk past, and we'll just stop you there. You hear a sudden rattling behind you. Can you give me a reflex save? Alrighty. You're able to step forward just at the last moment as the chains behind you animate and seem to try and trap you, dragging you back to the wall, but you're able to escape. They strain against their position, stuck to the pillar, but are unable to move forward. It seems like the dungeon itself is out to get you.
Watch out for these chains. They're not super friendly.
I'll work for
Go
it.
wide.
Alright, let's just get this going real quick. Alright.
I'm gonna be looking for traps now as well.
A good idea.
Yeah, as I now seem to remember that he said that they were trapped.
Alright. So that one was already looted, just for the sake of it. I just gave everyone... the 3 guards that died gave their equipment out. But we will stop you there. Sigvard, you now have light and can see all the people around you, including, well, one, the rat folk before he vanished into the distance, and the woman, the blue man, the bird woman, and the orcish fellow.
Interesting people, huh?
The bird woman.
I'm gonna take.
So go on.
We didn't find any usable weapons, right?
You found weapons that are usable.
There's like torture implements, right?
There are indeed torture implements if you would like to steal some of those.
I will something that's hefty, like a club, like some semblance of a club. It'll be improvised, but like, something like that. A blunt instrument of some sort.
A blunt
just
instrument?
To have something to hit. What?
There is definitely things that you could just give people a good whacking with.
Yeah.
I'd say the best blunt instrument that you have there is probably... Oh, what's it called again? Oh goodness, I can't remember what it's called. There's plenty of things to work as a bludgeon. It's not an anvil. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I'm so sorry. It's escaped me. What's the one that you use for crushing things?
Like a vice grip type thing?
Ah, vice. Thank you. There's just a vice on the table there. You could pick that whole thing up and use it to whack people with.
Alright, so it's just like a one-handed D6 or something?
Yep. Can beat people to death with a vice.
Just gonna put that into my character sheet. There you go.
Alrighty. So, the hunt just kind of sticks at the back with you at the moment. The blue man looks to have done some identifying of whatever this thing was. Looked over the dead person as well. The bird woman seems to have been scanning through some of the various bodies, seeing if she can't find a spare set of keys for, you assume, her bindings. Oh yeah, you haven't looked at it. Enjoy looking at that.
Oh, I assume when I let her out, I tried the different keys on the key ring.
Oh yeah, we assumed so, but nothing seemed to be able to work.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, she seemed thankful for the attempt, but no less generally enraged.
Yeah.
Rusty is.
Oh, go ahead.
Rusty is looking around for traps and looking at these corpses. Have we already looted these two?
Not this one. This one is the same creature as before, but not the same one itself. It seems to have suffered burns, just like this body to the right.
I look at that statue. Examine it closely from far away.
Alrighty, give me a perception check. You look at it from a distance and you can see its eyes glow a distinct red. You're not sure. It might be trapped. Based on whatever's going on here, it seems like the only thing that could be a source for it all. That red might be some kind of flickering flame. You think you best be wary around it.
Move over here. Give it a small show of respect with like a nod or something. And then go around the corner as tightly as I can.
Nothing seems to happen as you do so.
Rusty goes back and says, I guess just follow from where I've gone. Watch out for that statue. A little bit suspect.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm just slowly inching my way forward. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a tiny little circle of light.
Alrighty. As you begin to, if you actually moved over that creature, you see the statue's eyes burn a bright light, and a gout of flame spews from its mouth. Can you give me a reflex saving throw?
So,
Rusty nods to himself as he seems satisfied that he now knows he was right.
He was indeed right. The flame bursts forth, and you take 7 points of fire damage as it burns your skin and the corpses that were already here slightly further.
fun. Alright, don't go near the statue.
Yeah. Everyone else sees this like, thank you for testing, kind sir. You've done us a favor.
It's not like I warned or anything.
They follow in Rusty's path and sneak around the side.
He drills back.
Welcome back.
I see something out of the corner of my eye there. And now trying to sneak and get a better look at it.
Alrighty, go ahead. Give me that stealth check. Alright. You see over in that cell is some kind of dwarven man. He doesn't seem to have spotted you. He's just kind of staring at the bars in a mix of fear and, you assume, sadness? It's hard to tell. There's kind of tears streaming down his face, and you're not really sure what they're from. He doesn't seem all too together at the moment.
Rusty, remembering the promise that he made, goes over to him and says, "Hey, go." What does he look like?
Alrighty. The dwarf's face is covered in tears, dried and wet alike, and he stares up at you, looking to only have a single mark on his skin. The clothes he wears were perhaps once fineries, but have long been dirtied and torn from his imprisonment. But based on his weight, you're pretty certain it hasn't been for too long. Oh my! Oh, saviors! Oh, please, you must understand. My name is Bommel Undercrust, and I'm a quite a well-done merchant, and I've been falsely imprisoned here, falsely as goblins can be. But please, you must save me, please, please.
Sure.
Might as well.
Anyone who's an enemy of the Hob is a friend of, well, is an ally, potential ally of mine.
Oh, most certainly, please. I begin trying out some of the keys, but they don't seem to be doing much for this particular cell.
Rusty comes back a little bit and tries to see if this body has any signs of any keys on it.
You walk over towards it, and it doesn't look like it has anything equipment-wise on it. It looks to be a hobgoblin that, well, maybe it was trying to fight being dragged off in that direction, but was caught up in the effects of its trap. He doesn't seem to have anything on him that's at least salvageable.
Rusty sighs and starts sneakily going back to the torture contraptions to try to find some thinly made metal or some kind. Something closest to a set of picks. Good.
Alright. You can find some stuff that should be able to work as an improvised set of lockpicks. It won't do perfectly, but it should be able to help you out and might be able to get through some of the simpler locks.
While he's doing that, I was going to go scout a little ahead to make sure there was nothing ahead of us, and I find more people.
Oh, righty.
Rusty comes back.
So, ahead of you, you can see the site of a massacre. Hobgoblin bodies have been utterly destroyed by these creatures. One of them lies dead in the corner, but the blood that's it's covered in is certainly hobgoblin, not its own. This thing leaks some kind of hideous black ooze of a blood. Now, Rusty, you head over with your improvised lockpicks and start trying to help the man out. Give me a disable device check. Try as you may, these improvised tools are simply not enough to save you. The dwarvish man looks through the bars, hands on them, and just kind of, well?
Give me a minute.
Oh, all right then. He, visibly sweating, he holds himself back.
Rusty is now looking around for anything he can. That good. Like any keys or anything.
Yeah. Cudgel, Sigvad, and Rusty, you can all see, it's like, well, there's these corpses of hobgoblins. They might have something in the middle of their blood puddles, probably.
In the blood spray.
Yeah. You can see... Oh, yeah. You can see they have clearly been impaled numerous times by these quills. Whatever this creature is, they seem to break off easy and inflict terrible wounds upon whoever is attacking it or it is attacking. Alright. Anyone who wants to go looking through blood spurt piles, please give me a perception check.
Alright.
Nice.
Oh.
Alright. Sigvard's perception has dropped off significantly since he can now see. Obviously, it's crippling him.
I put out the candle and tried out.
Rusty, you're moving your hands about, and you recognize inside one of them is a set of keys. You just kind of gently pull out with a loud squelching sound that's far too uncomfortable.
Does and unlocks this one and this one and this one.
Alrighty. Also, sorry, I completely forgot to change this. Alright. You go ahead and you begin unlocking the various cages. The men over there begin to thank you for your service. They mention that they're soldiers of various countries fighting against the Hob Empire that were unfortunately captured. They've been here for a time, but are willing to fight for your freedom and their own. Alright. Sigva, while you're milling around inside the blood pool, you do manage to find the remnants of... give me a D4.
There you go.
Alrighty. We've had that one that many times, which means you find a whip covered in spikes. It seems to be anyone who has, well, most of you like fighter-ish knowledge, I recognize this as a scorpion whip. More exotic weapons that no one can use.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can use the cat o' nine tails and the sap. The cat o' nine tails just doesn't hurt anybody that's wearing armor.
I mean, technically we can use exotic weapons too. We just take a -4.
Exactly. The same as before, you know?
Probably just best for me to stick with my my vice.
Yep. The man from before walks over. He turns to each of you after looking over the creature. By chance, do you know what these things are?
I do not, do you?
Indeed I do! It's most intriguing for them to be here of all places, though. I'm truly curious about how they could have approached this location. Well,
pray tell, what are they?
these are known as Howlers. That terrible sound they made earlier, well, that's how they get their name. It drives anyone too close insane, but maybe we were out of the way for that one. They're not demons. They're more like the thoughts of animals that were trained by people who would become demons themselves. It's all very complicated. But the way to think of it as these are horrible things from not hell, but the abyss. And that's somewhere else that's not really associated with typical Hob Empire structure. So it's very strange that they would be here. I'm
assuming that Kudrell has not fought any of these before.
Not in his lifetime that he can recall, no. It's strange that they would be here at all, like... The hell and... well, devils and demons do not get along. They're both evil, but they do not fight side by side. Oh! I almost forgot I should introduce myself, as should all of you. My name is Wallish. I'm a scholar of sorts.
Well, it's nice to have you on board.
Let it be known that one should never investigate strange elemental anomalies amid a war. You'd be surprised how often this happens.
Anything you can tell us about fighting these creatures?
Well, I can assure you that you do not want to be getting anywhere near them.
I can assure you, I don't want to be anywhere around here already.
Well, quite a valid point. But they will... well... if you try and strike one, you'll probably get yourself stuck with one of these quills. They're all over their bodies and can be projected in almost every direction. The only saving grace is standing far enough away to save yourself. Throw rocks at him, perhaps. In the meantime, I'm unfortunately none too skilled with the art of fisticuffs myself, so I would ask if you take care of that side of things. Should we come across any spell component pouches, I'm sure I would be of some more assistance. Or if any of you have fine sand, rose petals, or maybe a live cricket, that would also help, yes.
I could use a firefly right about now.
I wonder if my equipment's anywhere here.
Oh, I certainly hope so. It'll be quite difficult to acquire anything involving arcane in this land.
Rusty, again, starts sneaking.
Alright, yeah, if you're sneaking, slow.
Alright. The two guys back here say that they'll manage the flank for the time being. Also, almost forgot the handout for this beautiful boy.
Nice.
All right, Rusty, you begin sneaking forward, and you can see to another macabre side what looks to be stalks were holding a man just over to the right there. The top half of this man is gone, torn off, and taken away. You look over this and you can recognize what's happened. Something has taken whatever his top half was and devoured it. You can tell the bite marks from here. Some kind of terrible show.
Rusty stays away from that, but he is at a distance where he can make out sort of what this is.
Yeah, you can see that thing. This hulking behemoth of an individual is imprisoned solely in this cell. It doesn't have the weapons and armor presented in the image there, but it is a terrifying sight to behold nonetheless. It has no light in its eyes, just this kind of feral, savage look of unrelenting hunger.
I whisper to Kudro, you think this guy is evil?
I'll move up and I will examine him with Detect Evil.
He radiates a faint aura of evil.
Surprising.
You'd be surprised. He has to have enough hit dice to do that.
Yeah. What's it called? What about these people over here?
You look into this cell, and just for the sake of map loading, I have not filled most of the cells, but this is similar to what they look like.
Okay, yeah.
Many of the people in here look dead inside. They've endured terrible hardship and suffered wounds which should have ended their lives. These people are broken souls, barely stringing along their lives. Only a single man within their numbers seems to have any sense of defiance left within him. He looks back at you and approaches. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I just said hi.
Oh. Oh, good. Hello. You need to leave this place quickly. The hobgoblins. They've set up all the traps. Everything's been enabled to kill anything that comes past. They're ready for a prison riot, but I don't know if anything will get that far.
You're coming with us.
The guards that had my keys are all dead. I think they're in the
should
belly.
Be easy to loot.
No. I think they're in the belly of that thing down there. And he points over at one of them.
We have a saw.
That'll take time. You need to leave now. I'll try and get these lot to actually do something. If you could give me anything to work through these bars, I'll start to go myself.
Got a better idea. I would like to drag this creature back to the cell and then give him the saw. And then leave.
Alright. Thank you. If I get out of here, I'll make sure to raise hell.
That's the plan.
Oh, what can you tell us about that creature over there?
That thing. They feed the prisoners to it. Anyone who's acting out of line, stick them in that stock. Then the creature, it reaches and it grabs and slowly it pulls away at them. It takes them apart piece by piece and eats them.
Okay, yeah, we'll just leave him.
Yeah, maybe.
That's not the only one here. Don't let those things out of here.
Noted.
Kudril and Rusty, you guys know that bugbears are an important part of hobgoblin society, as it were. They are soldiers themselves, but they're inclined to be far more violent than the rest of their kin.
Give me 1 second.
No, you're
I'm gonna
good.
do something with my headphones. My guy, he's just gonna be sneaking around and searching for tracks with the rest of the group. So I'll roll.
Okay. Yes, bugbears are an important part of hobgoblin society as they serve as both elite soldiers and slave disposal. They love cannibalism, mostly devouring any kind of humanoids that they can come across. Supposedly they can taste sentience and love its flavor. Some go a bit wild and devour their own kin. Naturally, these folk end up being imprisoned or executed under hobgoblin laws. You assume that one is of such a persuasion. Alright. And you can see that the path here does indeed split. The gate over on the right-hand side doesn't seem like it'll be hard to move. It just seems like it's been pushed down for the time being. Looks like it's already been broken through before.
Anybody know the lay of this place?
Oh, 1 second. The people behind you turn about and shake their heads. No. They've all seemingly just been imprisoned here themselves.
What do you guys think?
Which ways do we have?
This way or this way? I think this way might be better. It looks like a smaller area, probably easier to kind of canvas.
Yeah.
Alright, wait for Ethan to get back just real quick so he can weigh in on the matter.
Sorry, it's just my headphones are running out of charge. So
It's so good.
Around for other ones, but what is it? What's the decision?
The decision is which way you guys want to be going. The main path or this little side one?
Which one smells more like blood?
The one to the right definitely smells like more blood right now. There's corpses littering the entrance.
More loot. We should look for gear. I think that's probably a better direction for gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I was thinking. The more people killed, that means the more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna meet again and continue my search.
Oh, good. Alright. Looking through this way, you don't see any traps, but you think you see, for a second, someone hiding around the corner.
All of us, or just Rusty?
Rusty, because he's the one who got a 26 on his perception check.
So Cadrell will try to move the portcullis knowing that, or not knowing what's going on.
Alright. Give me a strength check. You try and push with all your might, but are unable to move it at the time. You may need some assistance.
I'll help him out.
I'm also going to call the orc over.
Yes. Flavio walks over.
Useful. Come on.
Yeah. Walks over
So, yeah,
and attempts to help lift it with you. Alright. Everyone attempts to assist. Give me that DC 10 assist check. Alright, Flavio assists.
I will strength check, right?
Yep, strength check. Well, Sigma, would you like to make the assist? Wait, so no Sigma.
Yes.
Kudril, would you like to make the assist?
Well, I failed the assist. So.
No, you rolled originally, so it's fine. You can assist this time. It's just a retry. There's no failure.
Failed.
It's fine. While you're struggling a bit, weakened from a lack of food and drink, Sigma, you're able to lift it up with all your might. Flavio helping out on the other side. It strikes into the roof, and you're able to pass by. You can hear distant feet pattering away.
Slowly creeping.
Yeah. In the back, Bommel seems terrified of everything. Tahani is kind of quietly attempting to manage the bird woman. And Wallace is just kind of avoiding combat and keeping a close eye on everything that is happening. He seems to be trying to fashion some kind of... You're not really sure what he's trying to do. But he's trying to play around with some kind of bit of cloth. And a piece of wood next to it? It's hard to tell. And yes, indeed, you do see Hobgoblin beginning to run to the north as you round the corner.
I will alert the group to what I'm seeing. A hobgoblin moving north. Or, I guess, I don't know what direction I'm facing, but I'll point towards them.
Yeah.
It is north for the sake of this, yeah. Hello, welcome back. He seemed to be playing lookout for the time being, but now he's run away like a coward.
Classic hobgoblin.
Okay. I'm up here as well, also searching around.
Alrighty, you guys can see ahead that he has run behind the gate that just opened up. You can hear chattering in Goblin, though it's too distant to be able to hear exactly what's being said. This hole
Rusty
seems
says,
untouched by blood. But sorry, go ahead.
Guys, hold up. Let me see if I could hear what they're saying. And
Is that lit? Did I see? Is that light that I see in that room?
Yeah, I think.
It is indeed. Alright. Rusty, you're going to try and sneak up and hear what's going on?
So stealth check.
Yep.
Wow.
Alrighty.
You are stealthy.
The tiny rat man sneaks about without anybody noticing. You hear them talking. The prisoners are getting out. What are we going to do? We must stand stalwart and face whatever threat comes to the prison, of course. We will endure this hardship. But there's things out there. There's crazy. What are they even? They're not devils. There's something else. Some horrible beasts. Something magical. Magic might be terrifying, but we must. He's right. We must stand together, stalwart. We will crush anything that walks through that door, and we will stay safe in here. Otherwise, then they all seem to be talking and agreeing with each other about staying inside.
Is this door locked, or like?
You're not really certain from this position. But
I can see through it.
Oh, it's once again another portcullis. Like, these things can be opened up.
Oh, okay. I get it. Well, can Rusty examine the ones he could see and see if they have any ranged weaponry? Like, do they look like they have anything on them? Like bows, crossbows, guns?
Oh, the answer to guns is no. But you can make a perception check otherwise.
Yeah, you know I was really hoping.
You're really going for it there.
Yep.
Alrighty. You can see in amongst the number, one of them does seem to have a crossbow. The rest of them seem to just have melee weapons of different varieties.
Okay. I come back and tell them everything that I learned. How many of them is there? many did I notice in there?
Sorry, what was that bit?
How many?
You
How
noticed
many did I
4.
notice? Or how many different voices did I hear?
You're pretty certain you heard about... So, you saw 3 of them, but you heard 4 distinct voices. But they're all, like, pretty similar, so maybe there's more. Hard to tell.
And they're hobgoblins? They all look like it?
They all sounded like hobgoblins, yes.
So, yeah, I tell everybody, including these people back here, 4 hobgoblins up there. They're held up in a room. They seem scared to come out, but they will most likely try to fight us.
Flavio speaks up. We should definitely begin to face them immediately. Otherwise, they will attack us from behind. Hobgoblins are sneaky and would not forget to do such tactics.
There's a portcullis between us and them.
I have an alternate suggestion. We could attempt to reason with them. I'm curious whether that's the armory or locker room or something where we could get some gear from.
As well, they're locked up in there. Well, they're held up in there, which seems to be some sort of position of importance.
This place is large. I do not know much about it, but I can tell you it is quite sizable.
Well, I can give it a try.
One of them
They already
has a
know we're
crossbow,
here, so... What's that?
so make sure to go up with a shield.
Yep, I already got a shield.
Or 2.
I will move up here, and I will total defense. And I will talk to them.
Alrighty.
Rusty will also come up with them. But behind all of them, of course.
Yeah. Hide behind the shield.
Alright. So, you're still behind the portcullis for the time being. What are you saying to them?
Hobgoblins. We are searching for our gear and a way out of here. If you provide us with either of those, you will not be harmed.
You immediately hear them, a bit of shock, and then each of them chattering amongst themselves. Do we just give them what they want? Do we leave? No, we must stand! We must destroy all escapees. The prisoners must not be allowed freedom. Yes, but what if we can get out of this alive? Is that not more important? No! Honor, my friend! We must stand.
Rusty pokes his head out and says, what about your future contributions to the glorious empire of Infernus? Those will all be gone if you die here meaninglessly. There are close to 15 of us. So, no matter what, even if we lose a few, we will end up killing you.
Alright.
Why don't you just let us pass?
Give me bluff or intimidate, your choice.
Hmm.
15? How the... There's so many prisoners! How? That doesn't make any sense! Wait a minute. One of them steps out from behind the door. Only 4 of you there! What are you trying to play at?
Think about the people behind us.
Around
Around the corner.
Yeah, that's what you'd like us to think. They're trying to get us, boys! Fuck them up! This one. Flips the lever, clearly annoyed by your attempt to deceive him. And the portcullis raises.
Oh, he's opening it.
Yep.
That's convenient. That's the biggest problem.
Can I get a roll for initiative as they begin to try and do battle?
Where's initiative?
It's in it. Should be under your hit points in the kind of middle top.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll also when you do initiative, you'll want to click.
Oh
on
yeah,
your
yeah.
character
Click
token.
on the token. Yeah.
Okay, I already rolled it.
You can edit it by clicking on the number in the sheet and then just change, or in the roll turn order there. You can change it to whatever your first one was.
Almost forgot. We gotta get Flavio in on this. He's the only one that got given things.
So what am I doing with this channel? I have you selected. Do I just click it again and then change it back to what it was first?
Yeah, that's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Oh darn.
Well.
Change it. Nah, it's fine.
Alrighty. It is. Oh, it's the guy that's right next to the door. Very nice. The one right next to the portcullis steps out and takes a swing with his sap. And he has that. Yep. Oh boy. Ooh. 17 to hit you, Cudrell.
Ugh. Meets beats. Got it.
Alrighty. He whacks you over the head with a sap. You take 7 points of non-lethal damage.
Got it.
Alrighty. Rusty, it is yours.
Rusty moves up here. As a small character, I can't be in the same square as another one, right?
No.
Yeah.
Alright. So you moved up. What else you doing?
Actually, I already moved up. I'll stab at him with the small metal lockpick like things.
Alrighty. You try and shank his knees.
Yes, exactly.
Alright. Give me an attack roll with the -4 penalty to hit for improvised weapons. Oh, wrong way.
Yep.
Oof. You take a swing, but he's able to easily knock aside the tiny weapon.
Ah, dang. Can I take a quick look on the inside of this room?
Yep. Most notable about this room is you can see there's a weapon rack off to the right-hand side. This doesn't look to be an armory, but looks like a place they can provide for themselves.
Okay.
Alrighty. Say you're done for the turn.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty. Cudrell.
I'm going to activate my Holy Strike Blessing. So, on my shield will now catch on fire with yellow gold fire.
Yep.
And it will deal an additional 1d6 points of damage.
Very nice.
Good.
And I will... Oof. I'm in loosely the tank, so I guess I'll 5 foot in.
Alrighty. That your turn.
I'm done, yes.
Alrighty. It is this man who will go ahead, take a step back, load up and fire off his crossbow at Cudgel, because you're the only one he can really aim at here.
Yep.
He does not have precise shot. Oh dear.
Hit an ally, hit an ally.
Alrighty. Does a 12 hit you?
It does not.
It does not. Didn't think so.
Thanks to my trusty new shield.
Yes. He takes a shot off at you, but strikes the wall right behind you instead. Unable to land a hit. Alrighty. Sigvard, it is your turn.
Well, I guess I'll walk up and try and hit him. I'm already hurt, but...
Smack him with the vice.
Yep.
Alrighty, that is a hit. You whack him over the head with your vice, and he looks barely conscious at this point. Some level of concussion, some way halfway to death. But still standing.
And then after that, I will realize that there's light in this room and drop the candle.
Yes, this is the only room that's default illuminated you've been to so far. Alright. This man here will go ahead and become flanking buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And by go there, I mean he will not go there because he doesn't actually have a melee weapon. He will attempt to hit you with his whip.
Oh.
Are you wearing armor?
If you consider a shield armor.
You're not wearing the studded leather?
I think you gave mine to this guy.
To Flavio.
There were three of them.
And did somebody not put one on? I had originally added one to my sheet, and then you gave one to him, so I took it off again.
No, because we gave one to him, one to me. And I don't think we ever gave the third one to anyone.
Oh, okay. Then I would have, yeah.
Alright, cool. He attempts to strike you with the whip.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have whip
would've
mastery.
been to him. Sorry.
You're all good.
No, that's fine. I just figured I had the shield, so that's...
Yeah, I
needed.
I didn't want armor.
Alright. There we go. I'm updated.
He attempts to whip you, but doesn't have whip mastery. He hits you, and you take no damage.
Very nice.
He casts his weapon to the side, realizing that it is completely worthless in this fight. Alrighty. The one over here moves about and tries to strike you, Cudgel. This one has a longsword.
Oh my.
He has a lethal weapon, watch out. Alright, does a 13 hit? Now you have studded leather armor now.
Nope.
Alright, cool. He swings, but you're able to block it with your shield. Alrighty. Flavio, what can you do, my boy? You do not have a weapon. You can... oh boy. He can notice that Sigvard is injured. That's really about it. Yeah. Sigvard, Flavio touches you on the back. And for some reason, you feel a little bit better. You heal 5
For some
HP.
reason.
take.
Good. Alrighty. The one that bopped you first, Cudgel, is going to attempt to bop you again. Alright. Ooh. 22 to hit you. No, it does not threaten.
Oh, is that me? Sorry.
Yes, that's that you, Cudgel.
Yes, that will definitely hit.
Alrighty. He will also position himself to here, try and avoid the person that hit him over the head with Vice.
I haven't gotten used to my own character name yet.
Nah, you're all good. Alright, take 5 points of non-lethal damage as he whacks you over the head, trying to keep you down.
No.
Alright, Rusty, it is yours once more. Oh, Ethan, we can't hear you if you're speaking.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, it is now your turn.
Right. Yeah, sorry. I will... right here, actually. And I'll snap at this guy with my little shanks.
Alrighty. So, moving to there, you will provoke an attack of opportunity as you'll be moving through the threatened squares of these two.
You can't move diagonally?
Not through a wall.
Not through a wall.
Yeah, there is a straight up wall in your way there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all good.
So
You can change it around.
Diagonal.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I will... Here.
Still stab the same guy.
Yeah, you can still stab him.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Stab at him. Okay.
Oof. This man is having none of your shit and just keeps knocking away your improvised toolkit.
Let me hit you.
His knees are too well protected. Cudgel, hit him while his knees are protected and his face isn't.
I'm gonna move 5 foot up here.
Yep.
And I will attack. Yeah, I guess we'll just try to take one down. Damn.
Oof. You go for a bash, but he's able to hold his ground.
A low roll, minimum damage.
Yep.
Minimum damage.
Yeah. Oh boy. Alrighty. This man over here reloaded his weapon last turn, so instead he's going to go over to here and shoot at the tiny rat man in front of him.
Okay.
He still has no precise shot. Alrighty. Does a 5 hit you? Rusty. Yeah, okay, cool. If anyone got hit by a 5, I would have been disappointed thoroughly. Alright, Sigvard is yours.
Alright. I am going to pull up my character sheet again, because I have to refresh. Alright. I'll take a 5-foot step and try and hit the low guy there.
Yep.
And finish him off.
Oh.
Damn.
Ugh.
He is too powerful. He blocks attacks from 3 directions simultaneously.
And he's hit me every attack he's made.
Yeah, he has. This is why he's the leader, standing up for honor and justice to Hobgoblin Society. Alrighty. This man over here, will 5-foot step back and attempt to whip you, Sigvard.
Alright.
Are you wearing armor?
Yes.
He does no damage.
Excellent.
He looks at his own weapon in disgust. Why did he fucking choose a whip? Alright. The man with the longsword is going to go ahead and swing at you, Rusty. He's protecting his shins in advance. Ooh, does a 17 hit you, Rusty? I believe the answer is yes, because it's got 16 up there. Alrighty. Rusty, you take 6 slashing damages, is able to scrape off a bit of fur and skin.
Good.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. Flavio will go ahead, move up, and take an attack, moving through your spot, trying to protect himself with his shield. However, they get a miss. Able to move past unhindered, and then tries to bash the guy with a crossbow in the face. And he has that. Ooh, he gets a hit. What a what a wooden shield for damage dice. Light shield. 1d3. Cool.
Awesome.
Immense damage. Alrighty.
Every bit helps.
Every bit helps. These guys,
Not that bad.
yeah, you notice a lot of these guys are actually already injured. Some of them have these quills still sticking out of them.
Yeah, I noticed that at the start.
And he runs up, bashes this one into the wall behind, and he falls unconscious. Alrighty. This man's turn. Can he get 3 consecutive hits? Alright, does a 13 hit you, Cudgel?
No.
Alright, he does not get 3 consecutive hits. That is his turn. Rusty, it is yours.
Okay. He's going for a big one. He's gonna try to stab him in the knees again.
Alrighty.
Oh my god.
You managed to actually poke his knees with the lockpick this time. It then shatters against his Adonis of a leg. You stare on in shock and awe, unable to comprehend the power of this man's
He never
kneecaps.
skipped leg day.
Yeah, he never skipped leg day. Alright, Cudgel.
5 foot up here.
Oh, we got the flanking.
Oh, yeah. So this will be at a +2. 13.
A 13 will not hit him, no.
And I'm going to shout a war cry. Justice, guide our hands. So everybody gets a +2 morale bonus on your next attack roll.
Alrighty. This man is down. Sigvard, it is yours.
Do I want to go for the low health guy? He's the one with the sword, isn't he?
Yeah.
This one over here is one with the sword. This one in front of you has a sap. So he's basically...
Go for sword guy?
Go for whichever. I feel like taking one out before moving on to the others is probably better to even the odds.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and attack the low health guy. So this with a +2. 10. Oh.
Unfortunate miss. You take a swing, but he's able to block with the shield. He doesn't give a shit about any of your god's bullshit. Alrighty. This guy's turn. He's going to try and whip Rusty this time. Rusty, are you wearing any armor?
No.
Alright. Well, he misses anyway.
Nice.
He's trying his best, damn it. Alright, the longsword is going to go ahead and swing at you again, Rusty. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Alrighty, he swings, but you're too small and nimble for him to strike. Alrighty, Flavio is done with that boy over there. Turns about and attempts to smack this one with his shield. And misses.
Damn.
Alrighty. This boy here continues to try and beat Cudgel, knowing that his shins are invulnerable to Rusty. And misses anyway. Alright, Rusty. You're...
Make him eat those words.
One of your lockpicks has shattered, but you have more.
Yeah, you just gotta flip through your lockpick set to find the right
Yeah,
one.
which one will unlock his kneecaps?
I'm actually gonna take the disengage action and run to these weapon racks and take a sword.
Alrighty. And you have cover there. Alright. There is...
and then I'm gonna use my last 5 feet. 5 feet of movement to move there. Okay.
Alrighty. You can find a small weapon. What kind of weapon are you looking for?
A sword.
Alrighty. You rifle through and you find a dog slicer.
Goblins.
Goblins. That's what the small weapons are made for.
Right.
It's basically a short sword, but it has holes in it to make a whistling sound and make it significantly lighter than usual. Alright. Cudgel, it is yours.
Seeing how attacking that guy's not doing anything, I'm going to switch to this guy and try to pincer squish him with my shield. And apparently I can't hit anything.
Unfortunately, we cannot roll above a 10.
12 is still not going to hit.
No, it is not. You try and squish him with Flavio, but he is able to hold both of you back temporarily. That man remains dead. Sigvard, it is yours.
Hitting the same guy again.
I believe in you.
Plus 2. Oh my god.
What was I telling you? We can't roll dice. Goodness. You swing at him with your vice, but he is too powerful.
And even with it not being a thing, it still wouldn't hit.
Yep. Alright. This boy back here drops his whip and tries to punch you in the face, Sigvard. Do you have... Oh, you don't have... Do you have the catch-off guard feat, or... whatever it's called. Yeah, catch-off guard. Oh. Jacob, do you have catch-off guard?
No, I do not.
Alright, sorry. Just had to double-check myself. Alright. He takes a swing. Does a 14 hit you?
just barely misses.
Alrighty. Then this one here with the sword. Seeing that he's being squished between the two of you, he steps up. Attempts to swing at you, Cudrell. And a 12 misses, I assume.
Yep.
Alright. Flavio pursues. And misses. He tries to bonk him, but instead just hits the table. Alright. The one in the middle is going to step down and attempt to hit you over the back of the head, Sigvart.
Alright.
14 to hit again.
Nope.
Oh, wait, sorry. 16 because he is flanking.
Oh, that will hit.
He bops you on the back of the head for 7 non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Alright, Rusty. You have a weapon in hand.
He's gonna jump up onto the table and try to jump on this guy's back, stabbing him.
Alrighty. Give it a go.
He's flanking, and he is proficient in martial weapons.
Yep.
So...
Now we have free weapon finesse because of Elephant in the Room.
Oh my god. I've been rolling so low.
Everyone's rolling so badly.
This is crazy.
Oh, goodness. For what it's worth, that was almost there, though. This is +6 plus... God. That is a miss, unfortunately. You try and stab him in the back, but he is able to catch wind of your attack and steps to the side. Cudgel, it is yours.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
24.
And +5 from Holy Strike.
Yep, 10 damage.
Yep. The initial bash of the shield doesn't seem to put him down, but then, engulfed in holy flame, he collapses to the ground, unconscious.
As my move action, can I pick up his longsword?
Yes, you can. No one is threatening you. Alright, that is that man. Alright, Sigvart. They're surrounding you!
I will 5-foot step down here
Yep.
and try and hit this guy yet again.
Ooh, that is a hit!
Hey,
And
flanking.
with that... Yep. With that, he goes down. The vice smashing in his skull, he collapses to the floor.
Oh, I know it's overkill, but it should also be another D6 because sneak attack.
You're a rogue?
I'm a alchemist that sacrificed bombs for the sneak attack.
Oh. That's cool.
It is. Vivisection is a fun thing. Alright. Most of them are down. Flavio will not show mercy to these bastards, though. And he will attempt to give him a good smack him with the shield. And actually hits. Huzzah! 1d3 damage.
+3.
Alrighty. Damage is damage. He bonks him over the head, but the hobgoblin still stands. Rusty, it is yours. Most of them have been dealt with, but one still remains and seems intent on fighting.
Rusty's gonna run over and take another stab at him.
So, I hope you don't mind only rolling high on stealth checks forever, okay?
Yes, yes. Of course, I have +14 on stealth checks, but
You didn't need good rolls for combo, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You do your best to slice at him, but his armor is able to block out the rest of the blow.
0 class features without a gun.
Literal. You have Nimble. Nimble is a class feature. Alright, Cudril.
Yeah.
Finish him. Hey, that's a hit. Alrighty, you cut the last hobgoblin down. He lets out a cry of pain. But with that, this battle is won. Oh, it has been too long since I fought without a weapon in hand.
Same.
Let's hope we can rectify this.
I want a gun. Rusty says.
A what?
Musket.
I don't think I would. I might know what a gun is, vaguely.
Make a knowledge engineering check.
I don't have.
Good luck then!
Wow, it doesn't matter if I had a trade. I still.
You think about it, and you don't know anything about what a goon is.
Must be some sort of goblin magic. I don't know. Anyway.
You're pretty sure musket is a type of wine or something like that.
Yeah.
Musketo.
Alright. Ah yes, looking around this room, it seems to be some kind of perhaps break room, lounge of some variety, with weapons just kind of casually stored in here. And indeed, on the weapon rack there is a variety of weapons that are far more deadly than these guards are handling themselves. Alrighty. So, for loot, we have 4 more sets of studded leather armor,
Nice.
4 more light shields.
Is someone adding this to the loot sheet? I can do it if you need.
I think you just volunteered.
Yeah, I was.
I got it. Alright, so 4 studded leather. What was the next?
4 light shields, light wooden shields. Then we have a sap, a longsword, a whip, and a light crossbow.
And then I took the longsword.
Rusty definitely takes the light crossbow.
Yep.
Got it.
Well,
Assuming
how many
ammo
bolts?
for it, yeah.
ah yes, there is 12 bolts of crossbow ammunition. Looking through the weapon rack, though, you can find another dozen here easily. Most of this wall is covered in weapons that are ill-suited for typical battle. There's a scorpion whip, another set of whips, 2 pairs of cat o' nine tails. There is a spiked steel shield, which stands out.
Ooh, I want.
And also a pick. Looks to be a war pick.
Nice.
But beyond the weapons, it seems there's little else of value in this room, unless you wish to take a lantern with you.
I do.
Lantern? Yeah, probably.
I do.
Alrighty. Congratulations. We expand your sight out to 20 feet / 40 feet. Enjoy the mystical distance you now possess.
Oh, is that a light or heavy shield?
That is a heavy steel shield.
Sweet.
And 24 bolts, you said?
In total, yes.
Okay, after grabbing the crossbow stuff, I'll come back and tell all the people back here to come in.
Yeah, let's outfit them.
Definitely.
Alrighty. Actually, I have to check now. Can Bommel wear armor? I don't know if Bommel can wear armor. Oh, he can wear armor! Amazing. Alright, I'm gonna play a little game here. Take a guess which, out of everyone here, who is the highest level out of this entire group?
Is it Bubble? Is it?
the fat dwarf that was crying while he was trapped in his cell. Yes, he is the highest level here.
That's what I thought, yeah.
They're all expert levels. He has 0 class features.
Oh, God.
Truly a powerful man. Never underestimate him. Honey says that she doesn't wear armor. She thanks you for the offer, though, but it would interrupt with any spellcasting that she can do. Wallace will take a set of armor, though. He asks if there was a spare crossbow around.
Did we find any?
There was only one crossbow available.
No, there wasn't.
Shame. I'll have to let you handle more of the battling then.
Yeah.
Bomb will take armor presented to him, but will be unable to use any weapons. But he appreciates if anyone's going to offer him some way of defending himself. His AC is above 10 now.
Nice.
Alrighty. And the bird woman, Tahani, seems to try and help out a little bit. Trying to put on a spare set of armor. She rips open some holes in the back, which kind of does the armor a bit of bad, but lets it actually be worn. Alrighty. Most everyone has at least something now. And although we had a very rough start and a few rough patches in the middle with our technical difficulties, I hope everyone did enjoy this evening.
Definitely.
I did.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. I actually had a pretty good time. And I haven't even gotten any class stuff yet.
Yeah! We got to do nothing but roll horribly at each other. Oh my god, that was so bad.
I could only see about half the session. The other half I could see, like, in front of me. I did have fun. It was good.
That's good to hear. Yeah. I'll see if I can't get some more people for next week, because, like, I still haven't got anything from Eleanor, and at this point, like, they said last time it was, like, a one-off thing, family fight kind of stuff. It's like, okay, I understand, but, like, you can't, when it's happened more than once, I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you enjoyed yourselves, and we can look forward to next week. If there's anything you guys want in the future, / anything you want to establish with me now that we have a bit more of an idea of what's been going on, please just send me a question. I'll try and get back to you on it.
Something I want in the future? A gun.
A gun? Yeah, well, you will eventually get a gun, don't worry.
An AK-47.
Alright, maybe not that far.
A mutagen. A singular mutagen.
All of the important class features are available somewhere in this first area. You just have to find them. Well, actually, I say all of them. The gun is available not in the prison. It's somewhere beyond the prison.
Yeah. Alright.
Alrighty. Oh, thank you. There you go. PayPal info. Oh, I've done this before and I've already forgotten what it was.
Supposed to in like the campaign info thing or whatever.
Yeah, I did that for the other one, but that's in campaign info 1. I just have to find where I put it. Alrighty, so the email address for this one is that. Wait. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just doing. There it is. Yeah, there we go. The music bot that I use, I do a bunch of the stuff for in Discord, it has the guy's PayPal link in the description, which makes it pop up in every single time I've ever posted the music for the bots in the past. Just had to scroll through that mess.
Oh, I didn't realize. So, do you want it in... Is it 10 AUD?
Oh, I was going to do USD because that way no one has to worry about constant changes and transfers.
Okay, just
Yeah.
It automatically tried to convert it, so I didn't know whether I should leave that or switch it.
Yeah, just leave it as USD. I'll appreciate the additional, like, $2.
Let's see.
And, like, don't worry too much about this. Like, I'm not gonna be a super stickler about payment or anything. So long as you do get it there, if you want to pay in bulk or whatnot, I don't mind. But, you know, so long as we get there eventually, that's all good. I hope you guys did enjoy yourselves and hopefully be able to sort it out some other players soon. You can find them elsewhere in the dungeon.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That's a classic.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, look, it's a good thing we didn't get all the way through this place because I hope you realize this map is very large.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It took me about 10 hours to build and dynamic lighting this thing.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I got there, though. Oh, boy. Alright.
Well, thank you for the session.
Not a problem.
Very fun.
Samesy.
Alright. I'll see you guys same time next week.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You too.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Also, if there's multiple enemy types on the level, it's randomly pick what enemies from each form side. Yeah, sometimes you just get all of the same one, like you're drifting off and like 3 missions. Why? Random number generation. Because if you ran it up every time, one of the other things that are very big plans running.
It's just me like sitting there dormant.
Yeah.
Now, did I leave OBS on this entire time? Indeed, I did. Yo, get wrecked, Jill. I'm retarded.